Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Evergreen Arts and Crafts. I am Sana. Let's get started with a beautiful video of this crochet Gajra bracelets. All the supplies are mentioned in the description box down below. I have used the acrylic leaves here. I have used a chain, 8 mm pearls, a lobster lock chain, a headband, jump ring, and also some baby red flowers. If you wanted to, you can use it, or if you wanted, you can go ahead and skip this step. I have used the acrylic leaves. If you wanted, you can skip this and make the crochet ones. This is not the beginner friendly tutorial. If you don't know any of the crochet stitches, kindly learn those first so it will be easy for you to understand. I have used size 2.5 mm crochet hook, and I'm using 4 ply acrylic red yarn, maroon yarn. So for the size, I'm making a medium flower. I'm taking 61 chains. If you wanted to make small, you can make 31 chains. If you wanted to make a larger flower, you can make 91 chains. And the rest of the tutorial will remain same for all of the sizes. So I have done my 61 chains now, and I'm going to hold on to the 61 chain. And now we are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you're going to yarn over and do 1 double crochet on the 6th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On the 6th chain, do 1 double crochet. So this is going to be first chain 3 space. Now you're going to yarn over and skip 2 chains, and into the third one you are going to do 1 double crochet. Skip 2 chains and do 1 double crochet into the third one, like that. And now you're going to make chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Again, yarn over and do 1 double crochet into the same space right here. Now we are going to do and repeat the same thing. Yarn over, skip 2 chains, and into the third one, 1, 2, skip those 2, and into the third one, do 1 double crochet. Chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3, and yarn over and do 1 double crochet into the same space. And this is what you have to do till the end of this row. Keep doing it. Now let me show you the closer look. So you're going to yarn over, skip 2 chains, 1 and 2, and into the third one you're going to do 1 double crochet. Again you're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 1 double crochet into the same space, like that. And this is what you have to do till the end of your row. So I'm going to complete and get back to you guys. So this is completed, and it will get a little wavy from the start. Now at the end you're going to make your last set of chain 3 space. So you're going to do is skip the 1 chain, work 1 double crochet into the last chain, chain 3, and work 1 double crochet in the last chain, like that. This is how this piece will looks like. And now we are starting second row. So for that you're going to pick up chain 3, you're going to do chain 3, and you're going to rotate your work, yarn over and work 5 double crochets in the center of your chain 3 space. So the total are going to be 6 stitches because of the chain 3. I know I am a little bit faster, and as I have told you, this is not a beginner friendly one. So you must know the basic stitches. Now into this V space, you're going to insert and do 1 single crochet. And into the next chain 3 space, work 6 double crochets. If you don't understand anything, you can go ahead and comment me on the comment box down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give a thumbs up to this video. After making 6 into this chain 3 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to do one single crochet into this next V space, and then you're going to do from now on till the end, you have to leave 2 chain 3 spaces at the end, and from now on till the end you're going to do 8 double crochet in each chain 3 space. Into the first 2 petals we did 6 double crochets in each, and now we are going to do 8 double crochets in each chain 3 space, and you have to do this till end of the row. Just I'm getting nervous. Okay, just make sure you leave the last 2 chain 3 spaces, because then we are going to do 10 in each. But right now you have to do 8 double crochets. You need to pull the stitches, insert your hook to the V space and make a single crochet, and now you have to do this 8 in all the way, all these chain 3 spaces. Into the V spaces you have to do single crochet. Leave the last 2 sets of chain 3 spaces, and we'll do what you have to do next. Okay, so I have done all of this, and now I have left with the 2 spaces right at the end, and into these 2 spaces you have to do 10 double crochets. There's nothing too uh, fancy thing. All you have to do is just need to increase 2 stitches into the last sets. So I'm going to do a single crochet, and then into the chain 3 space do 10 double crochets. So you have to make this 10 double crochet in each of the last 2 as well. Okay, so I am at my last stitch, and then you have to chain 1 and pull your yarn a little longer, and you are going to pass this through, and now you have to cut the center one. This is the starting point. You are going to fix this yarn, and you're going to just rotate the flower just like that. If you wanted to make it more thicker and chubby flower, you're going to make it you're going to wrap it tightly like that. Yes, like that. You're going to wrap it a little tighter, so it will look like a really thick and puffy kind of a flower. If you don't want this kind of a look, you're going to loosen from the end, and this will change it. So this is how you're going to fix on your wrist. So you can, there are 2 different ways. You can make it tighter, as much tight as you want it to, like that. But I don't want this. I want a little bit tight from the center point, and I want a little loose from the outer petals, so that will look more kind of a natural to me. I don't know, I like it that way. So this is, look, it looks so chubby, and now when you hold it the center tight and you're going to just adjust the outer layer, look, this look much more better to me. If you are happy with this, you can make it. If you don't, you can tighten it like that. I'm going to trim the center center tail, and I am going to take my tapestry needle, and I'm going to sew this flower. So I'm going to adjust as I want it. I'm going to set the flower as loose or as tight as I want it, and then you're going to sew this flower, and make sure you sew this flower really well. I'm going to rotate into the center like that, and now I'm going to take my needle, and I'm going to pass it through the center of the flower, right into the center. So I'm going to pass this from the center just like that, and then we are going to first sew this center point. Make sure you sew this well so that the curve will remain same on the center point like that, and the rest is going to be just go on and use the basic stitches to fix the flower as you want it. Okay, so after the flower is done, I'm going to take a lighter and light it. All of the extra threads and the loose fuzzy parts of this flower to make it look more nice. And this is the optional. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and do it. If you don't want it to, it's your choice. I'm going to take a fabric glue. I'm going to add glue into this center point, and then I'm going to take my 8 mm pearl and I'm going to put this in right there, and this is what it looks like. And now I am going to start adding these leaves. Again, if you wanted to make a crochet leaves, you can go ahead and make the crochet one. I really like this acrylic shiny leaves, so I'm going to adjust those into the flower, and you can add as you wanted to, straight or sideways or whatever, in the center of the petal or outside the petal, whatever you like. So I'm going to add in here, right in between this last row of the petal. I'm going to take my thread and matching thread and needle. I'm going to pass and I'm going to sew this to my crochet flower. If you wanted to, you can stick this as well with the glue, but I think for the long term use, you can just sew this properly on the flower like that. So after you sew this, you should go ahead and add more if you wanted to. If you don't wanted to add the leaves, it's up to you. If you make any of these, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram, inspired by Evergreen Arts and Crafts. I really wanted to see work of the people who are following me and who are actually making. So this is how it looks like, and now I'm going to attach the rest of the leaves. So it's up to you how many you want. I want 3, of course. After adding 3 of the leaves, I'm going to add this baby red with the B7000. If you wanted to, you can. If you don't want it to, you should skip this step. If you wanted to make a rose flower ring, all you have to do is you're going to follow the same method. Just go ahead and switch to 1.5 mm crochet hook and a really thin yarn. Then you can make a rose ring from this pattern. So I'm adjusting these flowers, and these are totally optional. I really liked it, that's why I wanted it. And this was order from my client, so I'm making it. And this is how you're going to apply B7000. You're going to press in. You wanted to, you can use the fabric glue, but I think it's better to use B7000 for the strong bond. And rest I'm going to cut this point later on after it's properly dry. So you have to attach those flowers and wait till those dry. Okay, so after the flower is dry, I'm going to take my memory wire. I'm going to make a loop at the end. Then I'm going to start adding the beads. I am adding 12 beads right now. I'm going to remove the one later. It's just that I thought that the size will not good, so I added 12 instead of 11. So I'm adding 12 8 mm pearls. You can switch the pearl sizes as per your requirements. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who like doing crafts. Now take your flower. After it's properly dried up, you're going to take the wire from one end to the other. Make sure you don't go from the center, from one side to other side, and that will give more sturdy look to your Gajra bracelet. So insert this wire and make sure it comes out from the other side of your flower like that. Then you're going to take this out like that, and this is what it will look like. And now we are going to add the remaining pearls. So for this side, I'm going to add 11 pearls. I think it's just because 12 pearls are way too much for me, So I have added, I'm going to add 11, and then I'm going to remove the 12 from the other side. I have measured it the center because this is how I do. If you wanted to, you can use a measuring tape. I'm going to add all the pearls right now. The sizing is totally obviously up to you. You can make it smaller or larger as per your requirements. After adding the pearls, I'm going to remove one pearl. It's just because these are too many. So I think I need 11 on one side, and make sure you make it a little tight. You pull your wire nicely so that flower will sit in the center properly, like that. And so now I'm going to remove one of these pearls, so that will make 11. I'm going to take my cutting plier. I'm going to cut the excessive wire, and you are going to take your round nose plier and make a loop. Then you're going to shut the loop properly, and now from the other side I'm going to reopen the loop, and I'm going to remove one pearl because I wanted 11 on each side. I'm going to cut the excess wire, and then I'm going to make the loop again from the round nose plier, and I am going to keep it a little open, and then I'm going to add this chain right here, and then you have to shut this loop because you can add it with the attach it with the jump ring, but I like this method. Now as long as you want your chain to be, cut the next rest of the chain, and then at the end of the chain all you have to do, take your head pin, add in your pearl or whatever you like. You can add long hangings to it, you can add bells to it, so many options. You're going to make a loop and attach this to the chain part, end of the chain. Okay, the pearl, that pearl really doesn't want to get into this. So let me repeat again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope I have explained this video well. Now I'm going to take one jump ring with the lobster lock in, and you can use any fancy locks if you wanted to, and here is your Gajra bracelet ready. I hope you have enjoyed today's video tutorial. Now for making it more strong from the base, all you have to do is take any contrasting color sheet. I have this glitter one. I'm going to cut this in a round shape, not too big, not too small, and I'm going to attach this to the center. So this will give it a more strong, make it more strong for a longer term. So that was a quite big for my me, and then I'm going to cut it again, and now this is what looks better, like that. Now you're going to take your sheet up, wrong side up, you're going to add in the fabric glue, and then in the center you're going to apply B7000 for the more strong bond. So B7000 right in the center to make it more strong, and then you're going to just attach this to your Gajra bracelet, and you have to press it nicely and keep it pressed for like 10 to 15 seconds. Once it get a little dry, then you can let this go and let it dry on its own. Okay, so the bracelets was dried up properly, and here are your beautiful Gajra bracelets. You can make it in really beautiful different colors: purple, black, orange, yellow, red, many different colors. You can gift it to your friends and family and your neighbors or whatever. You can sell it, make it and sell it. And if you make any of these, don't forget to share it with me. And thank you so much for watching this beautiful video. Take care, everyone. I hope I have explained you well in this video. If I didn't, then I'm extremely sorry. Take care. Bye bye.